Hey y'all, welcome back to Cajun Country Living. Today we're going to get right back on this cabinet job and try to get some more of this stuff roughed in.
We got questions asking if Jim got in trouble for getting the blue oven. And the answer is no. I actually really like it. I think it's kind of cool.
Let me tell you something. When you send Captain Crocs out to get an appliance, he don't come back with just a wall oven. Now this is the Smurf Baker Hooters 2000. This is an optimum piece of baking equipment.
Okay, so then what's this one for?
That's just a microwave.
Oh,
It came with the deal.
The next section that we're going to be working on for these cabinets is going to be right here above this fridge. Ideally, we really want this to look symmetrical as this box that's right here above the oven. Our goal is to put these cabinets on the same elevation. Now, one of the perks of working with a bigger house and having these 9-foot ceilings, even though it has been a lot more work, we do have a lot more wiggle room. So let's just say we end up having to put a 3 to 5 inch piece through here to make this elevation work out and the sizing work out the same. It's not going to be a big deal because those 3 to 5 inches really don't make that much of a difference whenever you're talking about a 9-foot span. One thing to keep in mind, y'all, that on camera, everything looks distorted or looks smaller or larger than it is. But for y'all to understand just how big this section of cabinets is gonna be, well, let me just show you real quick. Now, I'm a very tall woman. I'm 5'10", and I can fit in here comfortably. I don't think I'd want to take a nap in here, but I really could. So, just for y'all to get a size that how big this sucker is gonna be, I really don't know what we're gonna store in here. You have any ideas about what we should store in here?
Now, if you've tried and tried to find the perfect place to store your Lydia, and you just can't seem to find the right location, all you have to do is build a cabinet for your wall oven and install a Lydia cabinet right over the top of it.
I think that you should have gotten up here, Captain Crocs. We could have really tested out our cabinet building skills.
Well, for Captain Crocs to get in there, instead of 3/4 plywood, we would have had 3/4 ton plywood.
Honey, can you bring me back the ladder?
We want to show y'all what we have in mind. We're going to change this design up just a little bit. Ah, that looks good. Lydia, can you help me with this thing?
Sweetheart, you just gotta push the right button. There you go.
I guess it's as simple as that. You know, one of the things that we were lacking whenever we designed these cabinets is they're really, really basic. Of course, that's kind of how we are. You know, we're all about functionality. We want it to be nice, we want it to be modern, but the functionality is the most important part to us. The more we look at these cabinets and what our goal is and their end vision, we realize that we're going to have a lot of cabinet space. So what we're going to end up doing here is we're going to take this section of cabinet and the far section of cabinet, leave those in place, build those in place. The middle section of cabinet right here, we're going to delete that. And we're going to do something decorative and cool right here in the middle instead of having a cabinet there. Now, I know what you're thinking, you can never have too many cabinets, but we're going to have an immense amount of cabinet space. And that's the reason why we can delete these and do that decorative project that we were talking about right in the middle and still have way more than we will ever need. And let me tell you, if you live in a fifth wheel camper for any amount of time, it will teach you how to live a minimalist lifestyle, whether if you want to or not. A lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we have a minimalist thought process anyway when it comes to these things. But even if we didn't, we are going to have an atrocious amount of storage in this kitchen. So hopefully we're going to make the right move by deleting these center cabinets. I guess only time will tell, but we think it's going to turn out looking great. We can't wait to get them done to show y'all.
Today's video is sponsored by RainPoint.
Did you know that over 9 billion gallons of water is used outdoors, mainly to water gardens and lawns, just a day? And it's estimated around 50% of this water is wasted due to overwatering. RainPoint Smart Water System has been dedicated to improving water efficiency and reducing water waste through scientific irrigation techniques while increasing plant protection and quality. After years of research and development, they are so proud to launch their latest innovation, RainPoint Smart Garden Watering System. This watering system is an intelligent irrigation system that integrates water, timer, soil, sunlight, sensor rain gauge, and outdoor thermometer for self-analysis and regulation. RainPoint's data records daily weather, soil, moisture, and outdoor temperatures to automatically water, but you can also manually adjust the settings through the display hub or the app. We all know that having a garden is not just about planting the seeds or harvesting your crop. It's about the daily work that you put in that allows your garden to flourish and provide you with all the things that you've worked so hard to grow. RainPoint has removed the hassle and confusion of making sure that our garden is watered adequately every day. Y'all make sure to go to the link listed in the description to get your hands on one of these RainPoint watering systems today. And use the code that's going to be listed on the screen here for 15% off. The code is cajunlivin 15 off. Being that we have this guide on here and we're going to be pushing the guide in a straight line down this other guide, I guess, that snaps into place, we have to add the distance that's added on between the blade and the edge of this guide right here. So the easiest way that we found to do that is go ahead and mark your 33 and then line your saw blade. Then you can just line the inside of the saw blade up, because you got to think that saw blade's a, what, 1/8 maybe or 1/16 that you're going to be losing. So you want to make sure that you have that whole 33 on the right side, like we got it set up right now. So what we're going to do is not move this fence, and we're going to go ahead and mark this spot right here. So now you've got a line at the 33, and the only reason I know what this is because we already measured it. It should be 35 3/8 over. And once we have that measured, we're just gonna go on the other end over here. And transfer that measurement. So another option, instead of just doing all those lines like we do, you could go ahead and find out the distance and measure over from the saw blade to the edge of that fence. And for us, it'd be 2 3/8 inches. Then you just add that to your overall measurement. All of our measurements do not come out to an even number like 33, so just to be on the safe side, we do go ahead and measure this every single time. Like we've talked about in the last video, this stuff is not cheap by any means, so we just want to double and triple check ourselves, and doing these lines really does that for us.
And even double and triple checking, we still screw up sometimes.
Absolutely. Or you can use the word learn. We just learn. Learn that we did it wrong. This fence does snap down into place. It's made for, I believe, at max 4 foot. So this is perfect for what we're doing right now, but we also do go ahead and mark our 35 3/8 on this side, just in case the fence moves, because you can loosen and unloosen it under here.
I could see where you could lose your digits fairly quick by not unplugging that sucker.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't so come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Begin it easy, won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
The precision. If you would have told us 2 years ago that we would be building our own cabinets in the house that we built using a trial and error process, we both probably would have laughed at you. Cutting 2x4s and running wire is one thing, but detailed, intricate, intimidating cabinets, yeah, never ever would we have imagined. We had always planned to buy prefabricated cabinets to alter to our liking, but now that we have successfully roughed in the hardest section of cabinets we are going to have in the house, we can truly not be more proud of ourselves. We have had a lot, and I mean a lot of failures. Going into our house build, we already knew that we were going to make mistakes, and that was okay. We were both willing to put aside our pride and have the mindset that we don't know everything, but we were eager to learn. Not being scared to fail turns failures into those lessons, and truly most things at first glance might look hard, but look at the pieces that make up whatever your project or idea is that you want to achieve. If you can break down that big picture, it's all just little steps that you can take to get to where you want to go. Look at all the lessons that we have learned along the way that we use every day. Knowledge is not something to be scared of, and it is such a powerful tool that if you can open up your mind and accept the failure is going to happen, you can be unstoppable.